I have never spoken to Unathi, but she's going to blossom. And while I'm the minister, she will represent us on stages. And the one minister, she will represent us on stages. And the one minister, she will represent us on stages. And the ones that were planning, no, this woman must be destroyed, they got something coming. No person must be destroyed. Whether we like people, we must calculate, we must make sure their talent gets appreciated. This thing of South Africa where we destroy people when we don't like them, it must come to an end. It will come to an end with me.
To these giants that I stand in front of, and we congratulate you and thank you for the positions that you have decided to take here in South Africa. Joining us for the very first time at the South African Music Awards as our minister of this ministry, Minister Gayton McKenzie. Thank you so much for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. We have the
Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Do make sure that you are subscribed and also do like the video. So listen you guys, this morning I did do a video where I was talking about that whole story of the book fair in Cuba, where the minister Gayton McKenzie had decided to choose certain people to go to the book fair, even though there were people that were specifically invited to the book fair. He ended up not adding them to the list, or not instructing the right people to add the people in the list, but it wasn't even adding them, they were on the list, okay? So somebody must have removed them from the list. So different people went to Cuba than the people that were invited, okay? So I did a story in the morning, you guys, and I had put on the video the screenshot of what Minister Gayton McKenzie had written on his social media in response to the story, because the video had just become too long, okay? I had read it on the video, but I cut that part out at the end, and I thought it was enough for me to put it in there. But obviously, some people don't even look at the screen. I guess they just listen to my videos. They don't watch, because people are still asking, what is the minister saying about this? I'm not going to judge the situation until the minister comments on it. And I'm like, he already did. And you're not going to like what he said. So this is what he posted, you guys. And I'm guessing that this was after the article was published, because he seemed to be unhappy about, journalists, okay, what the journalists have decided to make of this story. So this is what he posted, you guys, and I don't think you will like it, but let me read it for you, okay? So he says, my crime was wanting inclusion. I received a list that I'm supposed to sign for writers and poets to go to Cuba. Writers and poets. Okay, I'm the final signatory as the minister of at the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture. That information we really didn't need, because we all know it. Okay, I took one look at the list and told the acting Director General, Chief of Staff, my spokesperson, that I want to see more inclusion. I made it clear that we should have colored whites and white people. Okay. I will never be ashamed of my instruction. Now, you guys, here's the thing, okay? The minister made a mistake. You know why? Because he took one look at the list. When the buck stops with you, you are not supposed to take one look at the list. You are supposed to take a look and another look, and you're supposed to ask questions, and you're supposed to analyze, understand what is on the list. Okay, this is a list. These are the people on the list. Who chose these people? What was the criteria for these people to be chosen? Because had he taken the time to do that, he would know that the people that were on the list were people that were invited because of the work that they had done as authors and poets. So it wasn't like randomly we just want celebrities from South Africa to come and visit Cuba. They were chosen for a particular reason. Okay, so they're looking at the list once really doesn't help the minister, doesn't help us to understand the minister or to understand his side of the story, because it just indicates that you didn't do a thorough job before you actually signed the document. Okay, listen, what if we had no white people and no colored people that had written the books, honey? Not to say that we don't have colored and white authors, we do. But like I said in my other video, in some instances the inclusion thing, it doesn't work. Okay, now you guys, then he continues to say, you guys, I have previously met only 2 people on that list, and I met them once. I don't have not a single person's phone number on that list. I don't know the majority of those writers and poets. Mine was looking at inclusion. Listen, you guys, if you looked at the list and there was a name, Ntsiki, would you not recognize it? Especially because Gayton McKenzie is on Twitter too much, okay? And he is a very noticeable person on Twitter, the same as Ntsiki. There's no way that you could look at that list and not see that name. If you removed it, it was intentional. Gayton thinks we are kids, okay? And also, he's never met these people except for 2 times. I know one person that I can bet that he had that person's phone number. Okay. So it says here, I can pull your previous trips undertaken overseas, and you will see who was excluded. I will never apologize for wanting to include all races. The race card is just not working for him in this instance. Okay. Racism shall never find a place under my watch. Lastly, to all those politically connected writers that are complaining, your time of giving instructions to my department is over. I don't care about the media. I dislike you in the same manner that you dislike me. Write what you like. I have millions of people following me on my socials. I will get my version across anytime. These links are straight from people in my department that I removed from the trip. Okay, but why did you remove them? Now, you guys, here is a thing, okay? The race situation for me is not making sense, because if I look at that poster that had everybody everybody on there, okay? I'm looking for an inclusion that he's talking about. I'm like, okay, there is Miss Farren, and there is Miss Annalie, okay? I still see no colors, okay? So where's the inclusion that he's talking about, he wanted the colors and the whatever. Gets in. Hey, you are not making sense. And I like you, and I liked you very much. And I'm looking for something that is going to make sense. It does not make sense, you guys, okay? So that is what he said. He says that he was trying to do the inclusion thing. He wanted to see the whites. He wanted to see the colors, honey, okay? And when he didn't see them, it was a problem, okay? It was a problem. It was a big problem. So he instructed people to remove the people that were authors and poets. But anyway, you guys, now let's get into the Ntsiki situation, because people were also saying in that video, how come we are saying that Ntsiki was replaced with Unathi, okay, Unathi Nkayi. Now, you guys, okay, of course, it's not like there's anywhere where it says they removed Ntsiki and put Unathi, but think about it. This was a book fair, okay? Authors and poets. Is Unathi any of the two? Absolutely not. As far as I know, she is a singer. She is a singer. She also has been a radio DJ, and I've seen her like as a presenter as well. But I haven't heard anything about Unathi writing a poem, okay? And I know no book. I even went and I said, Google Unathi Nkayi's book, and I didn't find it, okay? It might be that my Google was lazy today. It just didn't give me the book, okay? So now How do you remove the people that have done the thing that the fair is for, and put the person that has nothing? I mean, they could have done without Nazis singing there. You know, they really could have done. They could have had that fair without Nazis singing. So that's what we mean when we say he took out the people that should have gone and then put this one person. And also, you guys, it does sound like he was making promises to Unathi in the clip that I played for you earlier on. Okay, where he says Nathi is going to go and represent us and what. Listen, if he wants Unathi to go and represent us, whether we like it or not, it's okay, but that should not be at other people's cost. Okay, if you want to take Unathi to overseas trips to represent South Africa, that is okay, but don't do it in a way that she takes other people's places. Okay, the promises that you made to Unathi, okay. That is a weird situation, I don't want to lie. And I remember you guys watching that video where Unathi is like crying and the tears are coming, but they don't come fast enough. I remember watching it and being like, this is a weird thing. But everybody's talking about, oh my God, Unathi can be vulnerable around the people. Unathi can be vulnerable around the people. And I was like, how? How when the tears were on strike? How? You know? But I was like, don't shut your mouth because people are going to say that you are insensitive. Okay? So I shut my mouth. Okay? But now, you guys, it all makes sense, okay? Gayton was making promises to Unathi at that time because this whole thing was already, in the planning, because this has been going on for some time, you guys. Ntsiki got the message almost 3 years ago to say that she was going to be invited, and that person that was saying in the comment section, you are lying. I don't know if she was saying I'm lying or Ntsiki is lying, okay? I've got the screenshots of the messages when Ntsiki was invited. She was invited, you guys. And they kept checking what's going on. But they even confirmed that the South Africans were the ones that actually didn't approve for her to be on the list to come. So who is lying? Okay. I think that it's a person that is saying something about the inclusion. Okay. But anyway, you guys, I wanted to clarify that the minister did comment on the story, and this is what he said. So it's not like we are out here telling one-sided story. It's two-sided. It's just that when he came with his version of the story, it was still not satisfying for the people that liked him and thought that he wasn't one of the corrupt ones. Okay? So let's forget about it. All of them are the same. Okay, thank you so much, you guys, for watching this video. Please like it before Pumegana, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Cool.